Hey everyone, Larry Nguyen, CEO of Summit Imaging, and welcome to our new series. We've been working, very hard at building a terrific organization and a terrific culture, and this is the beginning of a series of organizational development videos, because our healthcare facility customers, they've been working so closely with us that we're actually learning with them that we are facing the same challenges that they are. And they had asked us to share the information and share it with the community to, tackle these challenges together. And we just want to share what we've discovered so far as more contributions to the healthcare community. So, a great person that has helped us with our culture is Kim. So, Kim, please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name's Kim Nelson. I worked in organizational development for a lot of years. I'm a specialist in that area, and it's been really a pleasure to be at Summit.
And so today we're going to talk about, obviously culture, and there's some tactics into building a wonderful culture, and one tactic that we've implemented and we'll talk about today is mentoring. So this is something that Kim brought to our organization. It's been working so wonderfully well, and if you can kind of describe the philosophy and the tactics behind it.
I think the key principle in mentoring is having somebody who's not a direct supervisor or in a supervisory capacity help individuals not only develop a comfort within the culture, but have somebody to talk to on an ongoing basis that's available to them, to teach them as they go, and to show, I don't know, some connection to the corporation.
Yeah, I think the lift that we got was that this was, because it's not a direct report, this is allowing for the culture that Summit needs to retain its quality to its customers, that there's so many things in the employee handbook that aren't written out, right? So there's corporate courtesy that can change when you go from one company to another, and what are the nuances and
And
into
I
how we do
think,
things.
yeah, I
And
think also, Larry, there's this expectation that we have generally throughout the corporation. It's really hard to teach without experiencing. So when we have a peer-to-peer relationship, if there's a question about quality, if there's a question about production performance, if there's a question about leadership, any of those kinds of things, they come up on an ongoing basis throughout the day. Well, every manager can't be with every person every second. And so to have somebody who's a peer, you can just ask a question or maybe share an idea or a thought with. I think it's really vitally important. I think also the one thing we've got to remember here is it's also how we develop managers. These
mhm.
people have an opportunity not only to teach but communicate uh, at first in a non-managerial way, but be comfortable with some of the stuff that comes up and what people are thinking.
Absolutely, and it also fosters great relationships within the organization too. Especially for new hires when they come on board, they become a mentee to a mentor
That's
uh,
right.
of somebody who's been at Summit for a while, and it, it kind of takes the edge off when you're a new hire, and allows that point of
I
contact to
agree.
say, hey, what do you do during this situation for production, or hey, what are the great places even to go to lunch?
Right.
Because I'm not from the area. Or it's just it takes off that edge, and brings in really that environment where it's very warm and inviting, and in a place you just want to spend time at.
It's simple. As you mentioned lunch, for example, it's just nice to have somebody to sit by when you eat. Those first few days are disquieting and uncomfortable, but over a period of time, that mentor who you've assigned, frankly,
Hmm.
uh, develops a relationship, and that expands because the mentor is already established. So the
Yeah.
mentee has an automatic sort of line of friends or communications all around the corporation immediately.
Yeah, it builds so much camaraderie
It
and
does.
trust within the organization, and funny things like we're talking about lunch. It's the new hire might come in and say, well, I really like, we have a Slurpee machine, so they ask, how do I request a certain flavor, and the mentor say, oh, this is who you go to get this done. So it's things like that that
It
just
is.
are things that we do as an organization that might be unique, and it's
Mhm.
not covered in any sort of written word anywhere, because they're just things that are part of a
And I
culture that
think,
is
yeah,
such a big
I
deal.
think, Larry, as you develop a culture, it includes technical things, it includes any kind of sensible communication, But maybe most importantly of all, by including that whole range, they have somebody to talk to who they don't fear, who's not a
Yeah,
supervisor, who
exactly
can't
right.
fire them.
Non-threatening,
It's a big deal.
absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much, Kim. Kim's a part
My
of our
pleasure.
team, and he's been such a critical player in helping us build such a great organization. And we hope healthcare facilities that you were able to take something away from this. Again, we have a whole series of these videos where Kim's gonna be talking to us on what we're doing. So Kim's bringing the wisdom and we're executing on his suggestions, and we want to thank him for so much experience that he brings to the table. And if you like what you were seeing today, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. You'll get those automatically through your email there. Like us on Facebook, follow us on LinkedIn, and until next time, we'll talk to you later.
Thank you.
Thanks.